Alright, sweet. I did it. I'm in orbit. I'm loading. Alright, so welcome to another episode of the Woefully Underprepared podcast. I don't know what episode this is because we recorded a bunch of episodes that I'm not going to put out. I think this is maybe episode 8.
Look, do you want me to find out?
It's fine. Don't worry. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
You know the actual channel. Dude, you bit of a problem. You're a bit of a problem. This is not you.
What's not?
Right. Your face.
Your mum's face. Alright, so
We'll start in a second.
We've started. We're going. We're doing it.
We'll start later.
Oh my Jesus Christ. I can't even. I can't.
Okay, we started.
Alright, I guess we've started. Whatever.
No, we're starting
Oh my
later.
Jesus Christ. Why?
No, we started when you said we started. We started before that, actually.
Well, I mean, if we're being real here, Lachlan, I do all the editing, so I'll decide when we started. If we're...
No, I'm editing this
Fuck
one.
off, you are. You ain't editing shit, dickhead.
I will, because you used to suck. You didn't even put out episode 9.
It's because I couldn't edit it because I couldn't get into
We are on episode 9, by the by.
I couldn't get into
That was a month ago, dude.
The media suite at school anymore. They've taken permissions away from my card, I guess, because like the term's over, which is like big sad, but I'll get over it. And I didn't have my PC back.
Have you seen the thumbnails for your Reckoner Experience videos?
Yes.
Go have a look at number 2 and number 3.
Why? Are they basically the same?
They're exactly the same.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Look, a lot of it is just the same thing.
Yeah. We have playlists. Alright, yeah, we started, so
Alright,
you know,
yeah,
just,
so we're starting
introduce everyone.
Woefully Underprepared podcast. Lachlan tells me this is episode 9. I'm your host, my name's Sam.
It might not exist, because Sam just is bad. I'm Lachlan.
You're Lachlan. You're here too. You're always here.
Yeah.
I'm
never not here.
So, kind of a slow week this week. There's not a lot popping off.
There's quite a bit.
There's really
happening.
not. Usually, like I try to get at least like 3 or 4 big stories. I struggle. Like there's the Xbox story, and that's about it.
Well, yeah, the Xbox story you have is Broken Link, by the way. Just
whatever. It's irrelevant. You know what the story is.
We get it.
You know what it's about.
I don't know the specs, but I'll get it. I understand.
I might have a conversation about Season of the Dawn as well. I think that's it's topical. It's worth conversing about.
We'll do that at the end. Because I haven't played it yet. But, yeah.
That's the point, that you haven't played it yet. You probably won't play it. Period. You don't have any intention to play it, as far as I'm aware.
No, it doesn't sound that enticing, honestly.
I like it. I think it's pretty good. I mean, it's not mind-blowing, game-defining insanity.
But is it worth $15?
I would say it's worth $15.
If you only get to play half the season, which is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, there's a pretty solid gameplay loop to it, with like the obelisks and how the obelisks connect to the sundial. And like the lore and the story and stuff that's happening is pretty good.
Lowest hanging fruit there is. Fallout 76 is still.
Dude, Fallout 76 is still broken and still sucks, and sucks more now.
How do you manage that?
I don't know. So apparently Bethesda put out a patch that like broke some stuff. Apparently, like when you shoot guns now and you reload, your like armor breaks. And this comes after the long saga of like Fallout First that I know we talked about. I don't know whether or not that episode came out.
It probably didn't, because you're just bad.
Probably didn't, to be honest. But I guess for those unaware, Fallout First is a subscription model that's like, I want to say it's like $11 a month. It might be more than that. That gives you access to like private servers and unlimited storage space. Private servers, mind you, that aren't actually private. And people have reported that they like log on to them and there's like already dead NPCs and like looted houses and stuff.
So we might have an issue here.
So they're private servers that aren't private, but the head of Bethesda... Yeah, what?
What is going on? Hello.
What?
Oh shit, dude. Oh no.
What?
I don't... We might have to restart.
Why?
I thought that thing where that was just turning on and off was a bad thing. It was fine. But go, can you watch your stream right now?
Yeah, I can. I mean, if you've got a secondary recording, it doesn't matter. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, it'll be way harder to edit, though.
Will it, though?
Because your audio will be, like, it's cutting in and out.
Yeah,
like,
so I just won't use the stream at all.
You won't use
I'll
the stream?
just use other footage, it's fine.
Okay, we'll cut all this part out. That's fine. So this stream is useless. Just get some more B-roll, I guess. Alright. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Let's
so,
do this.
I guess that, like, the head
Fallout
of Bethesda,
76 is still
not
bad.
Todd Howard, some other dude, I forget his name. I'll probably put it on screen. Said that, like, they're committed to making Fallout 76, like, a game, and, like, good and stuff. Which, like, I guess is something. But, like, by the math that the boys at Inside Gaming did, it maybe has, like, 24,000 concurrents. Because they don't actually release player stats because they're not on Steam, I don't think. And
No, I imagine they're on their own launcher.
yeah, they're on, like, Bethesda has their own shenanigans, don't they? And they don't release like player data, because of course if your player data isn't like your player stats aren't great, you're not gonna release them, are you?
Absolutely not. Christopher Weaver, is that who you're talking about?
No.
Shit, I can't.
That's fine.
I don't know. Sorry. Look, I'm working on it. I'm googling, eating oranges. But yeah, that was the lowest hanging fruit of the week.
Yeah, it was Look, it's rough, and like people are mad about it. People are being like, "Oh, like don't give this game like a cent of money until they like fix all their issues," which is like, okay. I think that IG likened it to an abusive relationship, which is like not entirely untrue.
Yeah, because Fallout 76 isn't giving anyone anything back. They're just taking and taking in money. Like, I don't understand how you could take so much money.
It's rough. It's rough.
It's problematic.
Look,
I
hope for the best for Fallout 76 and its fan base. I hope they achieve all their dreams and they get the game they want. But like, as it stands currently, it's rough, dude.
As it stands, just make a Fallout 5 or go buy Outer Worlds.
Yeah, just go buy Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds is like Fallout, except better. Can't play it with your friends.
And next news is
Bioshock.
new director for Bioshock.
Yeah, a new studio has formed. So
yeah,
they've been sort of like
so I don't know why.
like years and years and years ago, 2K like teased that they were doing something with the Bioshock license, that it wasn't just going to go away. But
yeah,
only just recently have they even
the best video game that ever existed.
Have they even started like a new studio to make the next Bioshock? And yeah, this is so. I guess bias is on the table. Both me and you believe that Bioshock Infinite is the greatest game ever made.
Yes, I'll put Witcher up there as well, but you know.
Actually, I had an interesting revelation about sort of like Bioshock and like kind of video games in general.
Mhm.
And like sort of related to like this is tangential and like doesn't matter, but I was playing the like Mad Max game that was made by Avalanche, the same guys who make all the Just Cause games. And it's a pretty solid game, all things considered. But I was thinking about like the way it approaches story versus and gameplay versus the way like Bioshock approaches story versus gameplay.
Yeah.
And I was sort of thinking that like in Mad Max, which is it's it's fine. Like, it's not the greatest game ever made. It's not BioShock, and that's kind of part of the point.
No.
You could basically entirely remove all the story from that game, and it would be 90% the same game, and it would be no marketably better or worse for not having a story.
Yeah. You remove the story from BioShock, and it's...
Which is the point that I thought about, because, like, I'm an advocate of the idea that games don't need a story. As I've just sort of pointed out, that, like...
I think a good story makes a very good game, which is why Witcher and BioShock stand out above the rest.
But, like, yeah, that's the thought that I had, that, like... A story is what makes a game really good, but to that effect, like, the gameplay loop of BioShock isn't phenomenal.
It's not revolutionary.
It's not greatest game ever made kind of gameplay loop. Like, it's a pretty solid shooter. I would argue its shooting, like, baseline shooting mechanics probably aren't as good as, like, a Call of Duty or a Destiny, but it's fun.
It's not, yeah, it's more cartoony. That's the idea, though.
Which I think is curious, that it's sort of like, there are some games that approach story as the packaging to put their gameplay in, and gameplay as the packaging of which to put their story in.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of like, completely tangential and doesn't matter at all. It's just a thought I had while I was playing Mad Max. The game's fun.
But I'm absolutely fine with a new director with a completely new team, because Ghost Story is doing their own thing at the moment.
Kind of like, apparently there are some people involved in the project that did
some
kind
old
of
rationals
vaguely work on the
BioShocks.
other BioShocks, but like the director of 1 and Infinite is not around. And it's
because they're doing
effectively
their own thing at the moment,
which is like, they can do that because they made as I said, the greatest game ever made.
Yeah, and hopefully, like, it has. It will bomb if it's not good.
I don't know whether or not it'll be BioShock Infinite good, because I think you'd be hard pressed to ever make a game that is BioShock Infinite good. I've legit written essays about how good and brilliant and completely without any major fault BioShock Infinite is.
Yeah, and that's like, the gameplay is a bit weird, but you know, it's fine.
I mean, that's like to that point. Like, the gameplay isn't weird. It isn't broken. It works.
It
serves its purpose. It's not revolutionary, and it's still
fun.
Like,
you've got the skylines, you've got the plasma.
Yeah, as I say, like, it's
actual
fun,
like interesting,
but it's not
loops.
Revolutionary. It's not reinventing the wheel. It's just sort of putting a very nicely polished wheel on this analogy's falling apart, but, like, you know.
Yeah, it's not.
As I say, it's very nice
from
packaging
Call of Duty. It's not
for
the best magic from
that is
Destiny. Yeah, but
for the story, which is like the meat
story
of BioShock, which is what makes it the greatest game ever made.
And which is why I kind of say that Witcher might be a contender, because Witcher's gameplay is actually revolutionary as well as its story. Like, all of it is good.
I don't know.
All of Witcher is good.
I think.
But I'm like,
Cyberpunk 2027, CD Projekt Red. That game is going to win every award and make all the money, and it is probably going to be a contender for the best game ever made.
Speaking of awards.
Yeah, speaking of awards.
Brian, let's have a look at the... Where is it? The results?
Yeah, we'll just go over the results.
We did do a...
Yeah, we did do a thing where we talked about all this prior, but it didn't come out, actually. Let me...
Yeah.
Play results.
What my guesses were?
No. I don't know what your guesses are. I don't care anymore.
Sekiro came first.
Yep.
For Game of the Year.
That doesn't surprise me at all. I'm pretty sure I said Sekiro.
You said Sekiro. I think I said Control. But yeah, best community support.
Hang on.
Destiny
just
2.
Keep it in your pants. Give me a minute. Which one was it? Was it the Kotaku story or the CNET story?
It's the one CNET down the bottom.
Alright.
Down the bottom.
Yeah, I got it. Alright.
My god.
So, Game of the Year. the nominees were Control, Death Stranding, RE2, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and
The Outer Worlds.
And
but Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is also on there. I don't think it was actually.
Maybe it was a late nominee that we didn't pick up. But I think all the nominees were confirmed by the time we did that. I don't know.
That's fine.
Actually, yeah, I think the Smash Bros. Was something we talked about, but we sort of glossed over it because I don't think it's the same caliber of game as anything else in there. That's not to say it's a bad game. I just don't think it's game of the year kind of game. And
it's your board
like
game, basically.
The same thing with like Outer Worlds, one of those two.
Mm-hmm.
They really need to rename one of those games.
Yeah.
Like, it's so unfortunate because they're both really good games by every metric. They're both pretty solid games, but like, why?
Probably not game of the year. I didn't think Resident Evil.
I think I said in the episode that like I don't think they're gonna win. I think the contenders were the true contenders there were Sekiro and Death Stranding.
Yeah, I said Control and Death Stranding. So I didn't actually know how good Sekiro was, but apparently it's really good.
Sekiro's brilliant. I've heard literally nothing but good things about it. I'd actually like to play it because it seems
best community support, dude.
Yeah, I think Bungie won for best community support, didn't they?
Yeah, Destiny 2.
Yeah,
dude.
I saw a whole bunch of them.
Fortnite,
I was 100% Fortnite's going to be doing.
Yeah, we
100%. There's something I wanted to mention about Fortnite. They're doing something. I think like almost right now they are doing something that I think is ingenious. But we'll get to that.
I mean, this is probably the best time to talk about it because I don't think they won anything. No, we won't.
Yeah, so I was almost certain that Fortnite had it in the bag just because they're such a massive game.
Yeah, but Destiny 2 has come out of the.
But yeah, I guess Destiny 2 has sort of done the whole thing.
Well, that was the only
the underdog story that everyone loves and shit like that.
Like Rainbow Six Siege, Final Fantasy 14, Apex Legends, they weren't contenders. It was Fortnite or it was Destiny.
Yeah.
It was one of those. Best Stranding won Best Score. I think
music,
that's what I chose.
I think I chose Devil May Cry, basically just because I think the score for that game is dope. Because it's all like punk rock.
I did. Best Stranding, dude. I think for Best Narrative, I chose Plague Tale or Control. It was one of those two.
I think I chose
Disco Elysium won.
Control, yeah, because Control has a really interesting way of telling its narrative. I've not played or experienced or done anything with Disco Elysium, so I can't speak to it. But it won. It apparently did pretty.
Yeah, it looks like a very interesting game.
Best fighting game: Dead or Alive 6, Jump Force, Mortal Kombat 11, Samurai Showdown, and Smash Bros. Ultimate, and of course, surprising literally no one, Smash Bros. Ultimate won.
And for Best Audio Design, you went COD. And you got.
I think I said COD. I think I might have also mentioned Control as well, because again, that game does things with like its audio and its gameplay that are really interesting.
Yeah, and I said.
But yeah, the nominees were Call of Duty, Control, Death Stranding, Gears 5, Resident Evil 2. Actually, no, I think I might have mentioned Resident Evil 2 because it's like a horror game. So there's like.
You did say Resident Evil.
And Sekiro Shadows Die Twice and Modern Warfare 1.
Our best strategy game, for some reason, we didn't really have much of a say in this one.
Fire Emblem Three Houses.
We said Total War just because we
just because we know what Total War is. But the nominees were Age of Wonders, Planetfall, Anno 1800, yeah. Fire Emblem Three Houses, Total War Three Kingdoms, Tropico 6, Wargrove, and Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Literally no one
won.
Yeah, surprisingly, literally no one for Content Creator of the Year. Shroud
won. I would have liked. Yeah. I think I would have. I said I would have liked Dr. Lupo to win, just because I think he does a lot of good stuff for charity. But yeah, Shroud won. I don't really know a lot about Shroud.
That's the only one that I know off this list.
The nominees were Control, Death Stranding, Gris, Sayonara Wild Hearts, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, and Control 1.
I think you said Link's Awakening.
I think I mentioned that Link's Awakening was good because it had like a sort of cartoony, cel-shady type shenanigans going on, and I thought, like, as awards shows tend to do, they like to, they like to give awards to like things that do bold new things. But I think my money was on Control because again, that game does very cool things with its environment and the way that its environment.
I haven't seen Control.
Weaves into narrative.
I was making a lot of guesses with Controls, but I went with Death Stranding on that one, and lost. Oh, best action game.
Best action game.
I think this is the one where you got the
Train, Modern Warfare, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Gears 5, Metro Exodus, and Devil May Cry 5 was the winner. I don't know who I said for that. I think I might have mentioned Apex, but I think I might have, like, my money might have really, truly, in my heart, been on Devil May Cry.
I'm pretty sure you said Devil May Cry. I think we went Gris.
Dope.
Games for him bad. But yeah, we have Concrete Genie, Gris, Kind Words, Life is Strange 2, and Sea of Solitude. I think I went Sea of Solitude.
I think I said Life is Strange 2, just because it has, like...
Yeah.
It has, like, identity politics and, like... Actually, that's not the right terminology, I don't think. It has, like, you know, it's got, like... You know, LGBTQ people in it and things like that, and award shows are all about that kind of stuff. For better or for worse.
It doesn't happen often, so yeah.
So who won?
Best family game, surprising. That was Gris.
I don't
even know what that's.
Gris. I've not heard of Gris. I don't know what Gris is.
Isn't it the Stadia game?
No, that's Guilt.
Oh yeah. Oh, this got 10 out of 10 on Steam, dude. I should get it.
Dude, do it. Best family game. I think like the thing we mentioned here is that all of these are Nintendo games. And so the nominees were.
And we went with Luigi's Mansion.
I don't think I did. I think I said Mario Maker or Smash Bros.
I think we both went Luigi's Mansion. I think you're wrong.
Yeah. So the nominees were Luigi's Mansion, Ring Fit Adventure, which I think I was definitely like, there's no way Ring Fit Adventure wins that.
Oh,
Ring Fit Adventure wins
both.
That's the biggest meme I've ever seen in my whole life.
Exactly. Super Mario Maker 2, Super Smash Brothers, and
yeah, I think I said Mario Maker or Smash Bros.
Alright. I'm pretty sure you went Luigi's Mansion, but it's fine.
Best sports racing game nominees were Crash
this
Team
one actually
Racing,
surprised
Dirt
me,
Rally
because I'm
2,
pretty sure...
eFootball,
eFootball Pro Evolution Soccer 2020.
F1 2019 and FIFA 20.
Yeah, and Crash 1. Which is...
That doesn't surprise me, I think, because a lot of those games are like, they're big, like, corporate-y things that aren't that great and basically just exist to churn out money. Which, I mean, Crash does, it's just less overt and, like...
Well, yeah.
Willfully, like, yo, you want to give us all the money?
Well, all of these come out every single year.
Yeah, and I think that's why they're not going to win.
No. It's the same game every single year. So, yeah, I wasn't expecting Crash to win. I think we both went for FIFA or something. But yeah, alright. Best mobile game.
The nominees were Call of Duty Mobile, Grindstone, Sonora Hearts with Wild Hearts, Sky, Children of Light, and What the Golf, and Call of Duty Mobile 1, which I guess, like, I see it just because it's a massive game with, like, loads of money behind it, so it's gonna be well polished, it's gonna be a good game. I've not played COD Mobile, but I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, it's really well done.
Is it free to play?
I haven't played it. I know it's really well done.
Yeah, I think it's even developed by that Chinese studio that everyone hates.
Team E Studios? Probably.
That, like, Activision is making a
Chinese studio.
I don't know. I might be talking out of my house here.
Yeah, it's free. That's interesting.
I mean, that's typically how mobile games work. I might play it. Best multiplayer game, the nominees were Apex Legends, Borderlands 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Tetris 99, Tom Clancy's The Division, and Apex Legends.
I was hoping the Borderlands 3 would win.
I think we were all hoping the Borderlands 3 was going to win, but I think, in our heart of hearts, we were like, that's not going to happen.
It's Apex Legends, yeah. Best ongoing name. Oh, this is the one where we...
Best ongoing game. Oh, yeah. This is the one where we were like, yo, this has got to be Destiny. Like, this 100% has to be Destiny. But it was, again, one of those things where it was either Destiny or Fortnite. And, so the...
Yes,
The nominees were Apex, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 15, Fortnite, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, which I think, again, is exactly the same nominees as the community
best
sport.
Community sport. Yeah.
Because they kind of go hand in hand, and Fortnite was the winner, which I get, because, like, Fortnite Chapter 2 happened this year, and, like, the way that, like, Epic has, like, the time and the money and the resources to continually evolve their world in, like, new and interesting ways is pretty impressive. Like, even if you don't like Fortnite, you gotta...
Yeah, you gotta...
Gotta, you know, respect where respect is due, right?
Respect the art, yeah. We're probably gonna skip most of the,
Is this, like, all the nonsense?
The esports awards. No, the esports awards are at the end, but just letting you know.
Player's voice. What? What even is that?
Yes. It's a player voice. I think the nominees were like,
the nominees were Death Stranding, Fire Emblem, Three Houses, Jedi Fallen Order, and Smash Bros. Ultimate. I think that's like a by popular demand kind of shenanigans. Because I'm almost 100% sure that we didn't see that when we were going over it last time.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it has something to do with... I mean, did we just skip over Best VR and AR game?
Because I know everyone was like, oh, mega salt that Jedi Fallen Order didn't get any nominations for anything. But I think it just missed the cutoff for nominations, but I could be wrong, I don't know.
Well, apparently it didn't. But yeah, you skipped over VR and AR game.
What are we skipping?
No, you skipped over it. We have Asgard's Wrath, Blood and Truth, Beat Saber, No Man's Sky, and Trevor Saves the Universe. I was hoping Trevor Saves the Universe would win.
What are we... I think I said...
Best VR and AR game.
Best VR AR game. Alright, that's where we're at. I think I said No Man's... So yeah, it was Asgard's Wrath, Blood and Truth, No Man's Sky, Trevor Saves the Universe, and Beat Saber. I think I said No Man's Sky would win.
Yes, but Beat Saber won. I think I said Beat Saber would win, but Trevor Saves the Universe is what I wanted to win.
Best performance, Ashley Birch as that
Marty Holcomb, The Outer Worlds, Control, Gears 5, Death Stranding, Control, Death Stranding. Just go through them. Death Stranding 1
so
with
Ashley
Mads
Birch
Mikkelsen
as
Cliff.
Ashley Birch as that person in Outer Worlds, Courtney Hope as Jess Faden in Control, Laura Bailey as Kat Diaz in Gears 5, Mads Mikkelsen as Cliff in Death Stranding, Matthew Ferretta as Dr. Casper Darling in Control, Norman Reedus as Sam Porter Bridges in Death Stranding, and Mads Mikkelsen as Cliff for Death Stranding.
Now, fresh indie game. We didn't really have anything to say about this.
Yeah.
You said Outer Wilds would win.
I did say Outer Wilds.
But yeah, we had Disco Elysium, Gris, my friend Pedro. Yeah, Outer Wilds, Slay the Spire, and Untitled Goose Game. I thought Untitled Goose Game would win. Disco Elysium.
Yeah. Disco. So, best role-playing game: Disco Elysium, Final Fantasy 15, Kingdom Hearts 3, Monster Hunter World, Iceborne, and The Outer Worlds. Disco Elysium won. I think I said Outer Worlds. I think that's where my money was at.
I said Monster Hunter, I'm pretty sure. So it's interesting.
I don't think Monster Hunter was ever going to win. I think that was a bold move saying Monster Hunter.
Did I say Monster Hunter? I'm pretty sure I did. We'll go with that. But yeah, I didn't know how good Disco Elysium was, but apparently it was.
Apparently Disco Elysium is the shit, dude. Apparently people are all about it.
Is Baba Is You, Disco Elysium, Katana Zero, Outer Wilds, and Untitled Goose Game again.
For what?
And Disco Elysium won Best Independent Game, which is
again. I think my money was
different
on
to fresh indie game.
Outer Wilds.
Outer Wilds, yeah. For Best Game Direction, which is the next one. Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and I think I won Death Stranding.
I think I said Death Stranding. I think I said if Death Stranding doesn't win this is absolutely a meme. Who won?
Yeah. Death Stranding.
Yeah, no shit.
Why'd you ask?
Yeah, I think I read the description of that award. I'm like, that is everything that Death Stranding is trying to do. Like, you've literally just described Death Stranding.
Yeah. So So we did that. That was a good guess. And best action adventure game. Yeah, Borderlands 3, Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, and Sekiro.
And Sekiro won.
Who do you think won? Yeah.
I think again we were like, dude,
game.
if Borderlands wins, that'll be the shit, but there's no way it will, because it's not the same. Like, I love Borderlands in my heart and soul, but it is not the same caliber of game as Sekiro.
Power, even though power is fleeting.
You still there? Are you dead?
I'm here.
We're gonna skip over
League of
all
Legends
the
one's the best
esports
esport games.
stuff, because
That's the only one that
we don't esports.
Best esport game. The best esport game was League of Legends, which, you know, that doesn't matter. Yeah. Game Awards. That's all. That's
so
all we
that
have
thing I had
for
about
Game Awards.
Fortnite. Let's we go to that.
Mhm.
I'll probably find
yeah,
a reference somewhere for this, because it's been blowing up, and I know it's real because I think Jeff Keighley tweeted that he would be there. I think he tweeted post the Game Awards that he was going to a rehearsal for it, and everyone was like, "You're going to a rehearsal for the Game Awards? Didn't they already happen?" And he was like, "No, not the Game Awards."
So what is this? What are you saying?
So I think almost right now, if not today sometime, there's gonna be like a featurette reveal for Star Wars Star Wars Rise of Skywalker in Fortnite. Like the theaters that already exist in game in Fortnite will be like live playing a featurette with like J.J. Abrams and Daisy Ridley, and I think there'll be like a new trailer dropped as well, which I think is like, that's ingenious. That's actually like so intelligent.
That's good marketing.
Because Fortnite has, you know, 5 million concurrent players at any given time, or something insane like that. And it's
a lot.
Far and away the biggest game in the world, and it has like, it's a game that is being played by people who will want to see this film, and is like a game that's being played by this market. And so I think that's like, there's not really a lot of a story here to break down, but I just think it's like,
but it's just smart
real
marketing.
Clever marketing.
I mean, my take on the story is the new Star Wars is going to be shit, but you know.
I don't think JJ is the man for the job. I really don't. I mean, I think he's the man for the job that Disney wants him for. I don't think he's the man for the job that I want him for.
Didn't we have Rian Johnson?
Yeah, and Rian Johnson actually just put out Knives Out, which wouldn't surprise me if it gets Oscar buzz, because everyone's saying like insanely good things about it.
It's interesting.
I was honestly surprised that they put Rian Johnson's name all over like the trailers and shit for that film, because he's not people aren't keen on old mate Ryan.
No, people don't like him.
They think he ruined Star Wars.
It's not just his fault. That Force Awakens was bad. It was a lot of other things.
Force Awakens was fine. Last Jedi was bad. People didn't like Last Jedi.
Force Awakens and Last Jedi weren't great.
I think Force Awakens... I've actually recently just rewatched both of them. I was rewatching all the Star Wars films. I think Force Awakens is better the second time. I think all the things that I was like, I'm just watching A New Hope, bother me less the second time. Like, they're definitely still there. It's definitely still, like, almost completely just a copy-paste of A New Hope. But I think it bugs me slightly less.
It's just a better version of A New Hope, you think? I mean, my problem is I just don't like Rey. I think Rey's a really bad character.
I mean, I was thinking about that, and it's like, if you look at all the characters in the original trilogy, the only one of them that I would argue is actually a character that actually progresses and grows as a human being in some way is Han Solo.
Yeah, I mean, that's
which is like fair. That's not that's not a compelling character to me.
That's not. I mean, Anakin probably is the other one. Anakin changes throughout the story, which is good because he that was probably the best you could do for the prequels. That was the best.
Yeah, God, I rewatched the prequels. New Hope is. I mean, Clone Wars it's rough, dude. Like, it is.
Revenge of the Sith is probably my favorite film.
Revenge of the Sith is that's an uncontroversial opinion, to be honest.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith is somewhere between good and fine. Phantom Menace is mostly just fine. Like, Jar Jar's a bit annoying, sure, but you just turn him off, ignore him.
Yeah.
There are actually scenes
Wars
in A
is
New
just kind
Hope
of
where
boring.
I'm like, and I think something I noticed in Phantom Menace is that
I just watched New Hope.
like Padme's acting is so like painfully flat. I'm gonna die as bad.
I mean, all of them.
I mean, it's
For
not
Clone
like
Wars and,
Ewan
Phantom
McGregor's
Menace is not
good,
good.
Liam Neeson's good, but like but Natalie Portman as Padme Amidala in A New Hope specifically is just like so monotone and flat. Like there's this scene
In
where
Phantom
she's like
Menace.
she's asking the Gungans to like go to war for her essentially, and she just seems like she does not give a fuck. She's like, oh yeah, you're all gonna die and it's gonna be bad, and it's like, you could at least seem remotely invested in this, please. But that was really my only issue with Phantom Menace. Clone Wars is
Other than Jar Jar.
It's a yikes. That
bad.
film is like oh boy.
It's a bridging movie. It's one of those bridging movies.
Like there are legit scenes. Like basically every like Padme Anakin scene. I'm like I can't watch this. This is too.
Yeah, they're not.
This is
good.
awful. And like that
It's
does
okay in the
kind of
third film.
continue
You can
into
deal with it in the third film.
Revenge. Like there are definitely moments where I was like actively screaming at the screen. Like that's not how people talk to each other. That's not how. It's not how that works. Has George Lucas ever had a conversation with another human being?
No. I don't think he has. I would be.
Like, people don't say that to each outside of like Shakespeare plays. People don't say that to each other. That's not no.
Yeah, but I'd absolutely say that I'm not a fan of the new films, and I don't think Rise of Skywalker is going to be good. Apparently, there's rumors of people walking out.
I think Force Awakens is mostly fine. I think Last Jedi is the best Star Wars we'll ever get. I think Last Jedi is brilliant.
No. I rewatched that throne scene, and it's bad.
There's some choreography choices that aren't great.
There are some really terrible choreography choices.
But I think as a whole, that film is absolutely brilliant. And it is far and away the best Star Wars film.
Story. It feels like just it's a stepping stone, like Clone Wars. That's what it feels like to me. And,
I think it suffers from the fact that some of the characters aren't particularly as likable as they should be. Like, I like John Boyega as a person. I don't like Finn. Finn is annoying and kind of boring.
I don't like any of the good guys. Like, I like Luke in the original trilogy. I like Anakin in the prequels.
No one likes Anakin.
I don't like Rey. I'm fine with Anakin. He grows. He's actually a character. He's not a character in Phantom Menace, but it's fine.
Yeah,
that's a good.
Look, as I say, I really like Luke's story arc. I think Kylo is a brilliant character. Like, I get it that it's like to have J.J. Abrams set up this big mystery box, then have Rian Johnson just be like, yeah, we're not doing any of that shit. Yeah. Is kind of like annoying, but it's also like
and now J.J. Abrams is
that's
back.
what it's about. That's what it's about, like removing this sort of mystery and prestige from Star Wars and just telling a story about people.
Yeah, but the people aren't interesting, which is my problem. Kylo is interesting because he actually has a character. But yeah, it's fine. Let's get on to the rest of the Game Awards.
The rest of the Game Awards? Oh, the fucking...
That was quite a tangent.
The...
This part's not important, but the Xbox.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck.
I like it. I'm a fan.
I really don't. I think visually it looks fine.
Visually? Alright. What's your problem then?
Why would you call it the Xbox Series X? Like, what the fuck? That's just bad. That's what it's announced its name as. The Xbox Series X.
Yeah, that's fine. I imagine that means it's going to be upgradable. It's going to be
like
there's going to be new ones.
Like that was sort of my thoughts, that it's sort of the idea that it's like it's a Series X and there will be multiple of them and it will be like modular and upgradable, and I think that's
I imagine
that's why
their
it looks
idea.
basically
Get rid of
like
generations.
a PC. Which again I'm fine with. I have a PC sitting right next to me, is fine. But like the Xbox Series X, that's terrible. That's right. Phil's Naughty Box was a better name than that.
I would have been fine with Scarlet. Xbox Scarlet.
I think everyone would have been fine with Scarlet. I think, like, that's what Microsoft consistently does, is they come up with great project names, and then they come up with,
like, Scorpio.
Really shit actual names, where it's like, just keep the project name, it was better.
Lockhart. One second, what are all the Xbox project names?
Like, Scorpio's a way better name for a console than One X. Project Scarlet is a way better name for a console than Xbox Series X. Like, it's a mouthful.
Alright, we had Sparta, Winball, Snowball, Chicago, Detroit, Nashville, Memphis, Millennium, Razzle, Daytona, Cairo, Shell Up.
Xbox Razzle? That's great. That's 10 out of 10, that is.
Yeah, like, come on, dude. Where's the Xboxes? Shit. I can't find them. Oh, is this it? Hermes, Catapult, Geneva, Falcon, Viper, Sterling? Come on. That would have been amazing.
I just think, like, the Series X is
Direct
not a good
Xbox, name. Nadal for the Kinect. Xenon for the Xbox 2, which is the 360. That was called the Xenon. Durango for the 720. Was the Xbox One called the Xbox Durango? I don't remember that. Scorpio, Baraboo for the HoloLens, Scarlet, Lockhart, and Anaconda. And I'll absolutely get the Anaconda. But yeah, that was I
think Series X is a terrible name, regardless of its like performance abilities, which I mean it's touting that it'll be able to do 8K, and it's I think like a lot of the buzz around it has basically been like everyone is just realizing that consoles are basically just a pre-built PC at this point. Like they're not developing specific tech for consoles anymore. Like outside of an OS, they're basically just like shoving in the latest hardware components and building an OS that's custom designed to run games.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be the cheapest way to play video games, which is good, which is exactly what we want. Which is exactly fine. I'm fine with everything that's coming out of this box. It does look a little bit silly. The name's fine. I don't know what
I think
the name is.
It's just like such a mouthful. Like Xbox Series X doesn't exactly roll off the tongue.
Yeah, an Xbox One, Xbox 360, Xbox Origin.
Nextbox is a better name. Still waiting for that Nextbox, dude.
We came up with some names, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh, great.
Yeah, I think I don't know what they were. Very nice, but yeah, it's interesting.
That's what I'm gonna call it. That is exclusively
trailer?
what I'm gonna refer to it as. Phil's Naughty Box.
Phil's Naughty Box. That's fair. That's absolutely.
So I think Xbox Series X is bad and poo poo.
But yeah, I'm absolutely fine with the trailer, which is really cool.
I've not seen the trailer.
It's a 4K
I
trailer.
basically just like read about its tech specs, which are like pretty much the same as the PS5 for the most part, I think.
Yeah, but it might be upgradable, which is
like 8K ray tracing, you know, fastest DX SSDs.
Everything that needs to be done.
Which, as I say, it is basically just like a $600 PC, essentially.
PC. Yeah, and I imagine for training.
Actually, I would argue it's more than a $600 PC. Yeah, and I think they just.
And it's probably worth training.
They just re-released their like Xbox subscription model that comes with an Xbox Live subscription and Game Pass. And it wouldn't surprise me if when they release this they'll be like, and for an extra $1 a month you can get the new Xbox console. I think they even potentially may have like hinted towards that when they re-announced or re-released their like Xbox subscription shenanigans.
Yeah, but I'm cool with it. It's all good.
Yeah, it's fine. I think it'll be interesting to see its price point.
Yeah.
It would surprise me if it's less than $600 Australian right out the gate.
Hopefully it's completely backwards compatible.
Yeah,
and
they've
what's
said
interesting
it
about
because I mean PlayStation have said they'll be completely backwards compatible, and because it's essentially just a PC. Like there's no tech in this thing that's been designed specifically for it. There is no reason why it shouldn't be completely backwards compatible.
Yeah, but you know what's super interesting there's a disk drive on this console.
My PC doesn't have a disk drive.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there are still... And I mean, like, if it's...
They're not playing that game yet.
I guess if it's like a Blu-ray
the...
console and you can, like, play media from it, then that makes sense.
I imagine there's going to be media.
I still think...
Because that's what the Xbox is known
if you want, like, that true 4K, like, home cinema, like, a Blu-ray experience, a disc is still far and away the best way to do that.
Yeah, and Xbox is the best console to do it on.
Yeah. Probably. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't really
better than
PlayStation. Shit, to be honest, I don't even own a 4K monitor.
But even better news. Hellblade got a sequel, so you know, that's pretty fun.
Yeah, Hellblade got a sequel. Wolf Among Us is getting a sequel as well. So this is all stuff that also came out of the Game Awards. If I could just
there's a new
pull up
game
the article.
from the
So
PUBG
that article was
developers?
broken, yeah. So I need to go and find it.
Yeah, probably.
Just
Well, PlayerUnknown has created a new game, a survival game called Prologue.
Yeah, I saw that.
There is that Star Wars and Fortnite experience. What you're talking about?
The Verge,
Yeah,
the 12 biggest
that's-
announcements from Game Awards 2019. Alright.
League of Legends is finally going to have a single player experience.
And they...
King, which is
I think Riot mentioned a League of Legends. No, not Riot. Who makes League? Is it Riot? It's not Riot, is it?
I thought it was Riot. Yeah, it's Riot.
Yeah, so I think they mentioned something about a
Right.
single player experience
Riot
a while ago. So Xbox Series 8, Series X, Hellblade's getting a sequel, which, I mean, that doesn't surprise me. The game did pretty well, sales-wise, and it reviewed very well. Godfall is a PlayStation 5 exclusive. I think they showed off like a GIF or like a trailer from that's been sort of doing the rounds on the Twitters.
Yeah, I'm watching the trailer right now. Oh, it's a Gearbox game.
Godfall?
Oh, it's a Gearbox publishing game. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. PUBG announces a thing. League of Legends, yeah. Ghost of Tsushima got another thing. Final Fantasy VII remake. That actually looks really cool. That Final Fantasy VII remake. I think it's gonna be a PlayStation exclusive, at least for like the first 12 months of release. So once it goes off PlayStation, I might play it.
Might pick it up.
But I mean, the way people have talked about it, it seems like a very, you know, Destiny-style game in that it's going to be the only thing you play ever. Like, the first episode of it, apparently, is going to be basically 60 hours.
My god. Magic the Gathering has an MMO version now.
Oh, sick.
Ghost of Tsushima has... Reveal had a full orchestra. That's cool.
Sounds
that was
cyberpunk.
I might actually get a PlayStation for
Gears
it.
of War Tactics.
Because...
Wolf Among Us 2, that game looks... I really like the first Wolf Among Us, and I was kind of... Yeah, so Telltale is back. That's kind of the biggest thing out of Wolf Among Us 2, is that Telltale, the company, exists again. Someone apparently bought all their debt and decided to make them a company again, and they're making Wolf Among Us 2, which I hope is really good, because I really like the first Wolf Among Us. Yeah, see, even this article by The Verge is like, good design, bad name for the One X. Or not One X, the Series X. the naughty
One
box.
X would be good. They might change it. They might change the name.
They won't change it.
They might call it the Xbox 2.
They should... No, that's better, but still not good. I just think Series X is like, it's not fluid, it doesn't roll off the tongue, and it's not like... It doesn't have pizzazz.
The Xbox pizzazz.
Dude, I'd buy a console called the Xbox Pizzazz, I would.
But yeah, that's the podcast.
Yeah, that's basically all we got this week.
Mm-hmm.
As I say, kind of slow week. As regards to the channel, this will probably come out today, if I can get around to editing it, and then I have another episode of the Reckoning Experience that is set to come out, that is like edited, done, and uploaded to YouTube and scheduled to come out tomorrow. And I'm still, because of like Season of the Dawn and stuff, I'm grinding other things, I'm doing other stuff, and I'm also kind of internally debating how I want to go about doing the rest of Reckoner. I think I might just like sit down and do as much of it as I can, all in one go, and then edit it all together later. Because I'm kind of getting to that point where there's no weekly lockout for me anymore, because I've almost completed every set.
Yeah,
I think the only set that I don't have like any pieces of
playthrough on the channel.
Dude, do it.
Get some more content on it. Yeah.
I might.
Let's do it.
What I could do, Bioshock-wise, I was actually thinking about this, is I might do like a reading of that essay I wrote about why Bioshock is the greatest game, and just like have some Bioshock gameplay in the background.
Exactly.
I might do that. That would be cool.
Yeah. Absolutely. We could do a Bioshock podcast, even a Bioshock episode.
Bioshock.
That's what I would love it. Not a Bioshock podcast, but just
a
like
weekly podcast where all we do is talk about Bioshock. I mean, we could do it, dude. I fucking love that game. I still haven't played Bioshock
I really
1
could.
because Bioshock 1 scares the dicks off me.
It's pretty
I
Bioshock?
don't appreciate crazy
the
people
end of
running
Bioshock
screaming
Infinite.
about Jesus. Like, I really don't.
Bioshock...
I'm not, and I also don't like the
Jesus
photo
loves you.
taking. I think the photo taking is a terrible game mechanic. And whoever came up with it
you
is a
don't need to do
moron.
that, though.
And I hope they're not working on the
That's
next
not
Bioshock.
necessary.
Dude, they're the game director on the next Bioshock. It's gonna be Bioshock Snap, basically. You're just gonna take photos of stuff.
Like Pokemon Snap?
Yeah.
You just take photos of Big Daddies and the Songbird.
Honestly, I'd play that game.
In
I probably
different
wouldn't
areas.
pay full
I
price
would.
for it, but I'd buy it and I'd play it.
Yeah, as long as it comes in Nintendo 64 cartridges and it works on 16-bit. That's all that matters, right?
Dude, it's like a 16-bit, like, retro, like, arcade throwback.
Yeah, it's Bioshock Snap. On the N64, the only game to come out on the N64 for like 10 years. But yeah, that's the podcast. Welcome to Woefully Underprepared.
So that's the podcast. Everything we've talked about today, all the stories, everything we've referenced will be in the description for your own perusal. And I do encourage perusal. I have something else that I'm currently working on that I want to distribute in some way, and I want to maybe put out on the channel, but I'm still debating as to what specifically that will look like.
Yeah, we can figure that out.
And it's probably a long way
Maybe.
from being done.
Oh, yeah.
Or
But
being
look into the future, there will be more
I
content, is the idea.
Where I can distribute it, and it's not just like a mess.
Yeah. The idea is there will be more content on the channel.
Hopefully, ideally.
Sooner or later. Yeah. But yeah, that's the podcast. Welcome, and goodbye.
Alright, whatever. Follow me on Twitter. My Twitter will be in the description. Bye.
Follow me on Twitter.
You don't have a Twitter, shut up.